Okay, you go slow like that because you want to get the bubbles out. You can buy one of these. This just costs 79 pesos, or you can make one. Just a piece of plastic with a piece of fabric on it. But this fabric's really soft. Of course, it's not going to last forever. But you could make one of these and put a piece of fabric over it, like the kind you clean glasses with. And you want to take it slow and get all of the you want to take it slow and get all the bubbles out and make it look good. And you can pull it back up and then reattach. I've even got a little bubble right here that I missed. But what you do if you've got a little bubble like this one, you poke it with a needle or something really sharp and then roll it again, and then the bubble will get gone, and then you'll be so there's trim going back on here, so it don't matter. It's why it's like that. I'm putting the trim back on it. But don't try to go around the corners. Try to flush up the corners at the end, because if you wrap around the corner you can run into a problem if something tries to pull loose. But I got the darker color because I like it, because I don't like a kitchen that's really too loud and lit up. But anyway, you can get this stuff. If you buy this stuff, this is 45 centimeters wide, a 10-meter roll. That's a lot. If you buy this stuff from the hardware store, like in the city, in the shopping mall, you're going to be paying like $400, $500 for this one roll. But if you buy this stuff off of an ordering place like Lazada, Alibaba, places like that, you can get this at like 130, 150 a roll, 160 a roll. So it's a lot cheaper, a whole lot cheaper. And what I'm doing is going around the surface of the cabinets. I'm not going to do the door. I'm going to do the trim of the door and the top and all of that, but the inside of the door itself I'm painting black, because I want to transition the inside of that door. I don't want this piece of paper, which is extremely sticky, a piece of paper to, I don't want it to cover every single thing. And you see the surface area is not that big, so it's hardly going to take any at all. Same with the bottom. Bottom is going to get the same thing, but the bottom is cement. It's not wood. The top's wood. It's got bumps and stuff in it. I'll sand that out with an angle grinder. This side here, I don't need that much. That bottom needs a little bit, and then this needs a little bit. I'll hit that with an angle grinder, take care of that lickety split, and then paint that bottom floor trim black and get this done. And then the only thing I'll have left to do is the back panel and the counter. I'm gonna try to do the countertop if I can, because it's got ridges in it, and I'm gonna try. If it works, it works. If it don't, then don't hurt to give it a go. What you want to do with the sides that hang over, which these is actually, I may cut this over a little farther here, but it's going to be covered with trim anyway, so it don't matter. But if you're going to have parts that are not covered with trim, this is not going to be covered with trim. Only this. So what you want to do anyway is take a sharp blade and get next, start anywhere you want. Next to that, take your blade down, slide your blade down like that, cut that pieces off. But don't slant your blade in when you're doing that, because you may cut the part off your teeth. If you've got a little piece like this that's bent in, who cares? But the other parts, don't worry about it. Like I said, you can fold it over if you want, because it's still sticky. If you want to leave enough to fold it over, it'll transition good. You gotta be careful what you put it on. You may have it trying to come loose, but like I said, that stuff's really sticky, so it shouldn't be a problem. But that's two ways of doing it. And I actually think because that's really sticky. And clean the plate you're putting that on with alcohol first. Make sure it's clean. Or when you're doing the corners, because I put a little overlap in this corner, so it can get that seam in there on the smaller side, because it's easier. Take this part of your switch thing, put it in here when you're done, and go up this crease. Around that crease. Make sure it's split it out good.
We're going to transition this kitchen. Really nice.
I'm going to go ahead and put some on the doors. I tasted this area and it will go there.
Only my husband will work with that, what's that? Wallpaper, because he's good at it. I'm not good in something like that. I will help only. Giving scissor, knife, sharp stuff.
Give me that blue thing, the dull stuff.
There's dull stuff like this. It's fine. It's fine for me.
And now we're doing the doors. Won't take that much time.
How did you do it?
First you put the corner pieces here in, and when you get your corner pieces, then you do your top piece and your side pieces. When you're done with that, scrape the rest of it.
That's how you do it.
That's fine.
How you do the middle?
Middle, you take a piece here and wrap it all the way around to this side. Tuck it under. Okay, we've done with one door. We'll do the other doors tomorrow.
They still ours to put
We'll
that.
try that cutout technique tomorrow for one big piece. Want to?
Yeah.
Try the cutout technique tomorrow for one piece. And because this one's a spliced one, we went to school on it.
Yeah, they still ours.
We'll try the other method tomorrow, and a different method, and then which one works best is the one we'll use to finish up all the other doors.
Look bad though. Really, it look like
So,
it's real wood, right?
And if you're making a mistake, and this is a little spot like here, when we folded it over, you can use I'm using a furniture marker, or you can use any marker.
Furniture marker.
But a furniture marker has different chemicals in it. But anyway, you can go in here and get your little spots that you missed, and these come in different colors, and it just blends right in. And once you're done, can't even tell any difference.
You can even hardly tell it's something is dropping there.
So it's good to have furniture markers so you can get them. But if you can't get them, then you can't get them. But like I say, you can use other things. This is the second door that's turned out better than the first one. We went to school on this one. We graduated on this one. Now the rest of the doors go up pretty fast. Should have them done in about 2 hours. Then this part will be done. Next part will be
6 more doors, gosh.
the next part will be making the trim. And after the trim is made, then I'll mix the paint and paint all of the trim and these bottom doors at the same time. So what the heat gun is for is some of these edges, because you're going around a surface with a lot of curves and corners on it. What this does is relieve the tension from the wallpaper. You can push it in more,
Plastic.
and it takes the tension off of it, so it won't, the corners won't try to pop back loose. So when you do that, it should remedy any problem that you have. This is basically the final step. Be very careful with the heat gun. I have this at 2,000 watts. I'm using the whole 2,000 watts because I know what I'm doing. You could really fast melt this or destroy it at 2,000 watts. You may want to turn it down. If you're not familiar with the heat gun, you may want to turn it down. Like I said, I'm using the full 2,000 watts because I've used heat guns my whole life. I know how to handle it. But you got to be very careful. This stuff gets really soft and rubbery really fast. It's also works as a double on it. It helps revive the stickiness. If the stickiness of the wallpaper is getting kind of off, it helps revive that stickiness. So it will adhere the way it would have when it comes out of the factory. So that's what I'm going to do now is I'm going to I'm going to cut the profile on this on both sides. And I've got the trim is all cut and planed down the exact same size as the one already in the house. Exact same size and everything. So all I got to do tomorrow is paint it, paint the doors, and then get it back on, and then do the paperwork on the bottom. It's done. Except the countertop. Countertop I kind of different because it is different. Here's the profile. It's good. I could have profiled it on the router table, but I took the 1/2 collet out and put the 1/4 in so I could use that other thing. I didn't get this in, but it don't matter. It's going to cut anyway. It's going to be cut about up here, something, because there's a lot of leeway on it. But this is the profile. It looks really nice. It's painted. It's going to look even better. Nice profile. Don't learn my lesson about pulling these if they're too thick. Sand it off tomorrow, take those doors off, paint everything. It'll look nice. All I got to do is these other two here, and this will be done. Take it off. All these hinges have to be replaced. They're rusted out.
Pick up the stuff in there. We clean the floor.
Then we'll clean all of these too. Pretty all that up. All these comes first. Okay, now that I got them all, I've got them outside. I'm going to spray them off with this pressure sprayer. When that's done, I'm going to take the hinges off the other side. I didn't get it off yet, and then paint them. Buy new hinges. What I'm going to do now is I mix the gray paint, which it's enamel paint. I used white and black to make this gray. And of course it started raining, so now my hose are hard to reach in the garage. So I'm going to try to paint it the best I can on the edge of the table. And it should be shiny. Put a couple of raindrops on it. It should be alright. So let's see what I can do and see how far that hose will reach. tonight we're going to put in trim. Tomorrow I'll touch it up. The ends are going to be cut. I'm not going to miter the corners because I've got another plan for this tomorrow. Feel.
Retouch tomorrow. Don't put too much.
Four should do it. That way I only got 4 holes to touch up. And that is a mighty piece of trim for a real man. It's a manly piece of trim. A manly piece of trim. You won't find a manlier piece of trim on this side of Valhalla. This mold is not cut, it is forged by the hands of a master.
Forge.
I made this here, this group, this cut right here to fit in this piece here, and I made it with a with my mortising machine. Just crank it down, scoot it over, crank it down. Right. Better than doing everything else to it.
Look, shoot me.
Line it up. This one there.
Stick out too much.
Huh?
Stick out. Are you sure? Should miter that thing. Told you I tasted a piece of that mitering outside and buttoned it up. So the cabinets now are finished so far. Bottom has been painted down here. Wait, I can't see.
It's been painted gray,
I will take the video later in the bottom.
and the trim is on.
Isn't it nice? Simple, easy, cheap transformation of the cabinet.
The trim here is not being mitered because I want to put a end cap on this black. And if I miter it, I can't get the end cap to fit on there right. Because when you miter it, the end of the wood is really thin. I don't want that. Now here's the bottom part. The bottom part is finished. I'll give it a little bit of a touch up where they bumped against each other. I'll let it on to dry 2 days.
Spray that one with gray paint also.
Takes about 7 days for enamel to fully cure. So I'll do a little bit of touch up on it. Get the tape off of these knobs, what knobs is on it. And then that'll be finished. And the next step will be getting these pimple marks off here and putting this color down here. And then after that, the sink, where I measure the sink first. I don't know what order I'll do it in.
Okay, here's the door that he painted. It's gray. It was yellow like that on the side. He painted enamel. We mix white and black and make it a color. It's nice. And the trim also we make it gray. Almost good as new.
And now we're getting ready to do the kitchen counter and the backsplash. Plane some wood to get ready to put this thing back on the wall where it belongs. See, when I build cabinets, I build them so you can take them off the wall and carry them anywhere you want. I don't build cabinets like that are actually a part of the wall. And if you ever want to take them off, you ruin them. I don't know why anybody would want to make a cabinet a part of the kitchen itself. When you can make it like that, remove it.
Now we're gonna use that laser label.
Once I followed the line, the original line of the sink, I should have known better.
You can follow the line of the tiles in there because it will go in the wrong way. So we have to go on that laser line.
The good thing about a stone design, you don't got to worry about matching things up. As you can tell by this line here, look how it looks, the laser line here, look how much this tile is sticking out here, look how much tile is sticking up in the hand. See the difference. And here down on the end, look at down here on the end, the laser line is touching the top. Here on the end, it's really fat. Anytime you're pulling your wallpaper, it's creasing up on you, you get these little veins in it. It's going sideways, either to the left or to the right. You're trying to go down on it, and it's trying to go this way or that way.
Pick it up, you slide in the ice. Good. It's good.
When you build, you don't need to be that much off. I mean, nothing's perfect. You're going to be a little off, but that much,
I think
that's uncalled for.
I think almost 1/2 inch.
Yeah, almost a 1/2 inch off here. That is uncalled for any so-called professional builder to have done something like that. If you do that where I come from, you'll be rebuilding the kitchen, the whole counter for free and not getting any money. Because there's no reason to mess up that bad. This here is the part of the granite that we're putting on here. It looks different. The other wallpaper that goes on the wall, I'll show you a piece. There, hit the focus button. When we do it. See, the wallpaper you put on the wall is like this, stretchy. We can't break it, but it's stretchy. It's PVC. And the the countertop paper that goes on the countertop is totally different. The countertop paper is silver-backed, and it's very shiny. And it's really, you can't break it, so it won't break.
But you can cut it.
And also, you can cut it with scissors and things, but it is also kind of tough with a knife. It's also tough if you're dragging stuff on it, pulling stuff around on it, dragging stuff.
But don't drag too much, you still cut it.
You still cut it, but it's hard to do. But you're not supposed to be cutting on your countertop anyway. You're supposed to be using a cutting board.
It's looking nice.
Preferably on the table.
It's looking nice. It's gonna look like that when it's done, but it's not done yet.
And there's Sierra in our newly formed, getting there, not done yet, but almost done, kitchen counter and cabinets. Getting there, but not quite yet. Still got that really ugly faucet on there to change and everything. Anything to say?
That's Pink Panda is making me focus.
Making you focus?
Right, Pink Panda is so good at doing stuff nobody can get him.
Yep.
Why?
Way is. So long. Now we're doing the lower half. The lower half consists of the brown wallpaper. At the bottom, the trim will be painted all the way around gray. This will be the finishing of this project, other than just that small little corner when the rest of the other wallpaper comes in to finish that. I have the granite wallpaper already. I just run out of stone. As soon as it gets here, I'll finish this top, and then this whole project will be done. With the wallpaper, one thing left to do is I'll put some thin piece of plywood up under the counter, and then I think I'll laminate it before I put it up. It's a lot easier to get that done, and this project will be finished. Now, there's the stand that I'm going to put the kitchen cabinets on that I built, because I don't want to put it directly on the wall because it's too much trouble. This is the frame that's going to hold the kitchen cabinet, and the kitchen cabinet's right there behind, right there, kitchen cabinet's right there. We're going to put the kitchen cabinet on the wall, right next to the wall. It's going to take the place of this right here. So this is going to be, the cabinet's going to be over here. And this is going to be moved down there. And everything is going to be rearranged to look better. This thing needed out from in front of that window for a while now. It's blocking the light. And it don't look good there anyway. And we're renovating the kitchen, and I put this part on the back here because this 2x4 is right here, and if you don't put this back on, it's going to be ugly. I cut it down from one of these right here. I cut it down.
Like up from here.
It turned out good. I'm using the 40mm staples instead of a brad nail because you got two going in, and then that curved part pulling it down is better than a brad nail.
This is a pizza table
And of
before.
course you can see it, but who cares? I always put a little something over it.
What you put inside? You forgot to say something.
And what we're going to do with this is we're going to put that
This one, the stove,
stove in here.
put inside there.
We're going to check to see if the feet can come off. They look like they screw on. Then after we get that in here, then we'll, whatever's left here that may be prettied up, then we'll figure out something then. But right now we're doing this part. So we've got the stove in here now, and the next step is putting a rubber blocker on both of these sides, and then face to the front. If you don't see it, it's still in the kitchen. We're going to see it, so it's got to be prettied up nice. So the next step now is not the rubber pieces. The next step now is going to go ahead and do the front paperwork on this, and then my wife will do the sides, which is better doing this kind of harder edges.
We moved the oven there also in the corner.
We're going to rock this face of this thing too.
We're gonna work on that one too.
This little strip here, this piece, and then this. I'm going to replace that. So
It's not done yet, so the stuff's still everywhere. When it's done, it's gonna be beautiful.
That's what we've done so far. Well, the kitchen's coming along, still messy. There's a lot of stuff to still put up, a lot of stuff still to do. Well, not too much. The other wallpaper is coming in, but it's only going in this small area. It's not going in the whole kitchen. You gotta hang these and pick stuff up. And I'm putting some of that rock decor on this wall, just this part, not the whole thing. And fix it up more. So another maybe 2 or 3 days. Well, probably tonight or tomorrow for sure when we get those hung up. Everything will be coming together real nice, but got to do some touch-ups and stuff like that. Everything will come together real nice and look good. So it's coming. Got the stove in there and everything. It's coming along. It's getting there. Made this thing years ago for a different purpose, and now it's serving it even a different purpose. But I had to cut that top out, but I kept that top piece so I can always put that back in and then get more boards like this. I had to cut 2 of them down, but I can always retop that if I ever want to. Here's the kitchen cabinet that's already up also. I actually built this kitchen cabinet. I built this cabinet, I don't know, what, about a year and a half ago, 2 years, 3, that long. And built this stand that it's on. Woods, local woods, a little bit. Okay, here's what we've done on the kitchen by far. It's almost done. There's very little left to do. Cut the back door shut. I always leave it open. It's only shut for the picture, for the video. So it's looking really nice now. There's going to be some blue brick paper put up just in that one area over there when it comes in. Then I'll do a final video. And but this is it. Pretty much about 99% finished. So put the faucet on, the sink faucet on. Give it a touch up, the blue brick. And it's done. Yep. Made that counter a long time ago. Trying to get to use it for something good. Yep. It's a big transformation from what it used to be. I just wish the kitchen was a little bit bigger. Okay, here's another part. Almost done with this this area now. We got the sink faucet in. Right there it is. It's also a water saving sink faucet.
The holding back with that faucet. Somebody have a big mud about it. Nice.
There's the waterfall version. Already bathing the floor with it.
I just that one like that. Change the water also like this.
It's got a button on the other side.
Let's see what this is.
Shower. Shower. Maybe you have to press that hard. Shower. Then
You know what's going to happen? She's going to have some dolls under there 24 hours a day. Do you know it?
they don't hurt nothing.
She already knows.
You already know? You're gonna pop her dolls in here like a shower.
We're on the sink
If she
again.
can fit in there, I bet she will do it in the sink too.
We're on the sink again.
You can play dolls in here, you ruin this.
And there it is right now at this point in time. Actually, the only thing left to do is put up the blue brick wallpaper at the back. We don't have yet, so we can't. Paint that bottom gray, do some touch-ups, and I think it's done.
Finally, our faucet is beautiful.
We've had that faucet laying around for what about? We had that faucet laying around for about 2 months.
Where's the old one?
It's outside already. The old one's just a blue water pipe coming up and over with a plastic white faucet on it.
This one rust. Sure.
So, and also there's some touch lights that are on their way that I'm going to put under the counter in certain areas. Got 5 of them for just 99 pesos. You know what that means?
And here's my dog.
They ain't going to last too long. Enjoy them while you got them.
Why you buy that cheap?
And here's my dog.
There's that doll again. Just got it this morning. Named her Rosie and keeps forgetting her name. Keeps asking me, hey Dad, what's her name again?